Making the decision to move to a retirement community can be very easy for some and very tough for others. Each of us have unique circumstances and needs. Dirigo Pines is not right for everyone, but for those who live here now, they will all tell you that they wish they had made the move 2 years earlier. The reasons you will hear directly from some of our residents. If anything sparks an interest with you, please give us a call to arrange a visit to Dirigo Pines and see how you can fit into our community.
I've been a professor at the university for 50 years and now retired, and of course living in Orono, I saw that Dirigo Pines concept come alive and buildings were built and friends of mine moved in, and I was single, and the idea of what am I going to do, and so I first had an apartment in Bangor, and I didn't like that. It's kind of quiet and unassociated with anybody, and you sort of feel alone in a sense, and I thought I would rather be in a position where it's a little more gregarious and so forth. And I kept watching Dirigo, and people told me about it, and it finally occurred to me that this has great potential for me, because here I am retired, and my retirement failed in the sense that I'm still doing what I did before. I'm a geologist, and I'm still interested and excited about Ice Age geology and history. So I still do it, and that means I'm out in the field and digging holes and traveling around a bit. And it would be nice to have an apartment that I could leave and be sure it's taken care of, and I didn't have any responsibilities of cutting grass and maintenance, and plus the fact, but more importantly, I think, what I came to realize through the people that I knew, that it was a kind of an exciting place intellectually, and I liked that idea. And the intellectualism extends from the backgrounds of various backgrounds that people came from here, plus the fact that the university, with all its possibilities, lies up around the corner. We're not too far from things like the Maine State Museum, and it's just, Dirigo seemed to be sort of an ideal place compared to other retirement communities that I knew something about, that were more isolated in a sense of the intellectualism. So I felt for my needs this was right, and indeed it's turned out to be just that. As far as I'm concerned, it's just an absolute wonderful place for me. And I think most of the people here feel the same way about themselves. At least that's my sense. It's a happy place. Yeah.
For some time we've been contemplating a move to a facility similar to this, and we checked several throughout the state and decided that number one concern would be a minimum of disruption with family and friends and services and so forth. So that led to a location in this area. And we were attracted by the facility, the extensive grounds. We attended an open house and were very impressed by the facility and the tour that we had. And then we saw this unit and said, hey, wow, maybe. So we decided to make the move.
We're really happy and thankful to be here.
I do enjoy everything about here. I like walking, I like the exercise room. Of course, I love all the meals. I don't have to cook anymore. I'm free, and nobody tells you what to do. You make your own decisions, and there's always help if you need it.
We have wonderful dinners, we really do, and what the staff does there for us on holidays is incredible. That's just extra stuff. The fact that we have transportation when we need it is another big for me, because I just gave up my car. The activities department is really good because they give us a wide variety of things, really. We have a lot that will stimulate your intellect, I think far more than in most places. There's no pressure for you to do things at all, but it's so tempting. You don't want to stay home and not do it.
When we came here, my wife and I came here, we thought we'd do some traveling from here and everything. She developed Alzheimer's, and And it was a wonderful facility because she was able to go to a place right in the facility here, and I could see her every day and everything like that. But that was the probably the most important reason we came here. Not expecting this, but we're glad we were here and not anywhere else. Because the facility was wonderful. They were absolutely wonderful with my wife.
She has absolutely loved living here. You walk through the lobby of Dirigo Pines and you think that you are in a resort that you would want to spend the rest of your life at. And I'm now at the point with her that she needs a little bit more care. So we have gone from the independent living to, right now she's in Meadowbrook and she's going through some rehab. And then hopefully in a couple of weeks she'll move up to the assisted living. And that was one of the other things that really made us gravitate toward this facility, was because of the fact that there are different levels of care. She doesn't have to leave her friends, she didn't have to leave her family, she didn't have to leave a facility. So everything was, she didn't even realize that she was moving because everything was still right here what she needed and where she wanted to be.
My friends say to me, well, how are things at Dirigo Pines? Isn't that an expensive place to be? And I found out through my own research and the research of others that it is not an expensive place to be any more so than the other good ones around the Bangor area. And I tell my friends and people who ask me these questions what I found out, because it's good for everybody to know.
To make the decision to make your move and sell your house or whatever you have to do is a gift to your families, because they worry about your health if it's gone through an illness period. They don't know what to do or how to do it. They have very busy lives today, even more than we did at their age. And it just takes so much pressure and stress from their minds to have you make your own decisions, decide what you're going to do with your property, and take care of it. It's a gift.